If you're like me and food is the key to your heart, then stay tuned for this super tasty, super lazy version of my steak dinner. This is the perfect meal to make for a special occasion for a loved one, or if it's not a special occasion and you just feel like being a little fancy, this is perfect too. To make the juiciest steaks ever, I highly recommend getting a sous vide. These guys are a game changer for any meat that you want to cook. They will make them so juicy and delicious. I'll link my sous vide immersion heater in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. Because I want to show how much I love my fiance, we are going with tenderloin steak. Look at how beautiful this marbling is. And the sous vide is just going to make it extra buttery. I cannot wait. So we are just going to season this very generously with some salt. We're going to need a lot because look at how thick this steak is. You know, we like it thick here at Tasty Lazy Cooking. And season generously with freshly ground black pepper. We want a lot of freshly ground black pepper as well because we really want that seasoning to penetrate that meat. Now flip her over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now see, these edges are not quite seasoned, so all I'm gonna do is place them on the side. What is that saying again? Like, no stone left unturned? But basically, we don't want any beef left unseasoned. So make sure you coat all of that extra surface area in the remainder of that delicious salt and pepper seasoning. Just grabbed a freezer bag and rolled over the edges for easier insertion. So let's just slide this beef right in and set it aside and go on to the next one. Our sous vide water is all up to temperature, and now it's just time to pop these babies in. Normally you need a vacuum seal to get all the air out, but I found a way to get most of the air out and it always does a great job. So let me show you. Close the bag up about 90%, leave the spot open for the air to escape. Place the steak in the water bath and gently submerge it. What the water is going to do is it's going to start pressing the two Ziploc walls together as it goes underwater. Submerge it until only that tiny gap that we left earlier is left, and then go ahead and seal it. So what's that going to look like is this. It is basically all sealed. There's a tiny bit of air left, but I've never had a problem with this method in terms of doneness. And I like to just use a little clip. So just repeat that with the rest of the steaks and place them in a way that the water will still be able to circulate around. We want to make sure that the steaks are fully submerged under the water and that the water is under the max line of the sous vide. While your steaks are sous viding away in their happy bath, I like to just roast up some simple veggies. I've got some broccolini, basically fancy broccoli, and some beautiful carrots to show how much I cared about him. Just gonna hit this up with some grapeseed oil because it has that high smoke point and we don't want any trans fat in here. And again, salt and pepper. So easy, you guys. And black pepper. Okay, does anyone else break a sweat while doing this? Like, it's hard work. I always like adding thyme to my carrots. It just has this beautiful like herby flavor and it really complements the steak as well. So if you got time, sprinkle some thyme. Just going to give these a quick toss to make sure all the pieces are nicely coated in that grapeseed oil. Whoops. Yeah, this pan might have a little too much broccolini in it, but you know what? It's all gonna be delicious anyway. After you've given them a thorough toss, just arrange it a little nicer so they cook more evenly. I know this is a very crowded plate of broccolini, but I don't got room in the oven for another pan, so. Same thing again with the carrots. After you're done giving them a thorough toss, just rearrange them. I care more that the carrots are spaced out more because they have this like golden brown color sometimes, and it looks super gourmet. You might be wondering why I have a sake bottle, but this is actually grapeseed oil. I just love the cute, pretty pink sake bottle, so I have this huge thing of grapeseed oil and I just put it in here because it's like a mess when I try to pour that big grapeseed thing every time. So, good idea for if you have any cute little bottles around the house. Look at how delicious these broccolinis look. Every piece is nice and shiny with that grapeseed oil. Same with these carrots. Oh, it's gonna be so good, guys. Okay, I know I'm cheating a bit, but nothing says fancy like some Alfredo. And this was on sale today, guys. I was gonna get some potatoes, but why have potatoes when you can have chicken penne Alfredo as your side? Am I right? So here's the penne Alfredo. I love that you can just bake this in the oven at the same time as your veggies are cooking. So everything is gonna be done at the same time, and it really took no effort at all. I need some scissors. Okay, the only effort it takes is to open this without tools. Right, per the instructions, just drizzle the sauce. It looks, oh my god, it's falling over the sides. So it just says to pour the sauce over the chicken and pasta. Side note, you should probably move all the pasta over to where that sauce packet was before, because mine was spilling over the side. And it smells so garlicky. I am very happy we bought this. It was on sale, $3 off. It's gonna be tasty, it's gonna be lazy. Two things I love when I cook. Oh, and there's the oven. Oh my god. This looks so good. I just want to show you how creamy this looks. They do not cheap out on their Alfredo sauce. Every little bit is definitely gonna be covered. Woo! I still can't believe how good this looks. Do I have any WAP fans out there? Okay, this looks pretty good. Everything is well combined. I'm just gonna cover it with some foil. Alright, so the steak is sous videing away, and all of our delicious veggies are roasting and fit perfectly in the oven with the penne Alfredo. This dinner is already going to be amazing with the steak, the carrots, the fancy broccolini, and the penne Alfredo. But if you want to go the extra mile and make your partner smile, I highly recommend sauteing up some mushrooms and onions just to put on top. In our household, steak and mushrooms are an absolute must. So I have to add mushrooms to show my fiance how much room I have in my heart for him. I've got a cast iron skillet heating up on medium-high temperature. To that, I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. Oh, that's gonna be good. Once your butter is nice and melted, go ahead and add your onions. Once your onions start looking like this and take on this beautiful char and golden color, it is time to add your mushrooms. Oh my god, this smells so good. Alright guys, I've added my mushrooms. They smell so good. Hit it with another helping of salt. And I'm just going to give it a cover so that they can sweat out faster. This is about after 5 minutes. They are looking good. The bottom is looking a bit dry though, so I'm just going to add a little bit of water so they don't burn. This is looking amazing, am I right? I'm just going to give this another minute or two, and then these are ready to set aside. The onions and mushrooms were looking so perfect. I tried a couple and oh my god, I would eat these even without steak. But I'm just transferring them over to a serving bowl because we're going to use this exact same cast iron pan to sear up our steaks. The broccolini is all done. They are nice and fork tender. Look at how gourmet this looks, guys. The carrots came out after 50 minutes. And this is the perfect fork doneness. It goes through. It's going to be nice and charred on the bottom. That is a gourmet carrot, guys. Look at that caramelization, fork tender, got the time. These carrots are also Kato approved, and he definitely loves them. The penne alfredo is all done too. Oh my god, it smells so delicious. Woo! Okay guys, so the sous vide is all done. This is what the steak looks like after it's done sous videing. It has a perfectly cooked center, but the outsides are not so pretty, so we got to sear them. I've just reheated my cast iron pan again to medium high. Gonna add another tablespoon of butter and sear these steaks up. It's been about 3 minutes. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that is gorgeous. We're just gonna let these sear on the other side for another 3 minutes and they are good to go. Look at how juicy this is, guys. It is seriously cutting like nothing. Do you see how perfect this is? Kato is definitely the luckiest dog out there, and he knows it. Look at that tail wagging. Of course, he loved these steaks. Alright guys, I just put the steak on a bed of arugula, topped it with those delicious sauteed mushrooms and onions, put the delicious roasted carrots and broccolini on either side for presentation, and some cherry tomatoes. I didn't have any room for the penne alfredo, so I just put it in this lovely dish off to the side. And look at how sexy and delicious this steak, romantic steak dinner looks. Okay guys, I cannot wait to dig into this. It looks beyond perfection. Oh my god. Let's try this first piece. Damn. That is a juicy, flavorful, perfectly cooked piece of steak. Wow. I am impressed with myself. Try some of this caramelized onion and mushroom. So sweet, earthy, buttery. Let's
Try a piece of steak soaked arugula. So good. Hello, juicy carrot. Broccolini time. Everything is so well balanced, guys. Oh my god. I can't wait to try this Costco penny. It looks so good. Are there any bad Costco products? In my experience, they're all amazing. This actually goes so well with the broccolini. It's kind of like the Alfredo sauce complements the wow.
Look at how sexy this is. If your partner doesn't love you after this, I don't know what'll make him love you. Maybe some wine. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed my take on a romantic and easy steak dinner, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. You know I can't wait to see your tasty lazy creations, so be sure to tag me on Instagram at tastylazycooking, because we can all use a little more TLC.